Still waiting on both players to start here. There goes John Nash. And Dawn will be starting soon, hopefully. Huh. We're still waiting on Dawn to start here, but right now John Nash off to a very good start. He has a pretty good board, not a lot of blue left to play with. He's going to have to work for that last blue underneath, but it looks like he's decided that he's going to wait last on that, and I think that's a good call, as he needs yellow and red help right now. Not getting a lot of either, but this play plus the double blue gets him a little bit more freedom on that right side of the board. We're still waiting for Dawn to start. We've got Dawn going here about a minute in. So it looks like we may have just been having some connection issues there. Sorry about that, folks. We've got a minute 7 for John Nash, a minute 23 now for Dawnvenure. As far as the virus count goes, Dawn in the lead, but John leading on time at this point, as 2 viruses to go now for Dawnvenure. Now the 1 yellow. Dawn will be out at a minute 38. John opening up that red. Beautiful play to set up the horizontal clear, and he will be out at 1 minute and 32. So a slight lead to John Nash here as we get to level 7. The virus count goes 4 viruses apart, but these players have about a 14-second time difference on the timers. So, and it looks like John Nash may have misplayed that, or was just trying to force some garbage down, decide eating the drop time was worth it, as he's now down to 30 viruses. Although Dawn surging through down to 18 viruses. That left side is probably looking to be problematic. That split board is something you really don't want to deal with. Not a lot of options for combos, so we'll see how Dawn plays with that. But as the virus lead goes, it is Dawn ahead by 10 viruses, and it looks like John Nash may be just running into some problems just with RNG, as he's really looking for some red and blue help, looking to go a little spicy, and maybe setting up for a big combo here. I like this play a lot. He's going to get that double and then turn that into a triple cluster. That's a rarity you see on Dr. Mario. Wow. Great clear there by John Nash, as he's down to 15, but right now Dawn down to 3 viruses and getting a surge of blue. So Dawn will be out of 7 at 2 minutes and 56 seconds. So as far as the clock goes, this will be a very, very big lead coming here for the 11th seeded Dawnvenure against our 6th seeded JohnNash4th, as we are in our final first round match here. The winner of this going on to face Packy versus Tetra, which we'll see, or rather, that was the winner of Packy versus Tetra was Packy. That happened last night. Hey, how you doing? So they'll be facing Packy here, as John out at 319 really struggled through that 7. Has pretty good board diversity, though, to start this 8. Meanwhile, Dawn, 23 viruses to go. Splitting the board up again, not too bad of a split. There's some pretty good horizontal double opportunities on those last 2 rows, as John really starting to surge here now, not getting a lot of red support, or yellow-red support, rather, as he is just trying to get something going here, trying to see what's below, and he's going to have no yellow on his top line, so he's going to be hoping that he gets a lot of red and yellow help. Doesn't look like he's going to get too generous of it, and I like this play. John can also force clear that little combo, make a little bracket clear, and keep the board state relatively healthy. But the lack of yellow viruses overall really starting to hamper John Nash's efforts. Dawn down to his final 9 viruses here, but running into a problem. A lot of blue clustered everywhere and getting absolutely no blue help. Everybody is just holding up their blue pills in chat to hope they fall into the queue for Dawn. But this is the advantage John needed, as the virus count now within 1. But he's running into a bit clustered of a problem himself on that right side. It looks like Dawn's opened things up, but again, just not getting the colors he needs. So it is 6-7 right now, as John Nash really taking this time here to get down to 4. Meanwhile, Dawn now down to 5. Really depending on a blue tuck, and if that's a misplay, you are in big trouble. But he manages to get out of it. John Nash out at about a 5:03, and it looks like Dawn will be out at a 5:18. It's some of the most brutal RNG I think Dr. Mario has ever delivered to one player. But Dawn managing to keep the faith here as we get into this 9th and final level here in our first game. Remember, this is a best of 3, so Dawn not out of it if he falls short here, but I'm sure he would like to have one up on our 6th seed. John Nash with a slight virus lead now, 29 to 31, as he's trying to just get something going with yellow. He's not going to have any yellow on his top line, so he's going to have to dig down underneath. Meanwhile, 26 viruses to go for Dawn. Dawn electing to go for the tuck play, and we'll see how that goes. Really hoping for a double yellow right there, maybe just to drop that red down. He's not going to get it. He's going to get the red clear. Looking like he's going to hold on to that vertical clear as long as he can, and dropping that yellow garbage out down to 22 viruses here. Struggling a bit through 9, but John Nash's big problem here is I'm taking a look over at his board. Almost a red exclusive board. He's got 1 left of the other 2 viruses, so he's really got to be careful about when he decides to clear those. You really want to get as much red off the board as possible. And it looks like with that garbage and that clear, only 1 blue virus to go. This is a good looking board though, 5 viruses to go. Dawn really needing desperately a blue surge here, but I don't think it's going to happen. And I think John was eyeballing potentially that double, decided he was just going to clear the red off that left side. And it looks like he's going to go for a horizontal clear, but he still locked himself out. So that was a bit rough for him. This might have opened up the door here for Dawn. That's a fortuitous double blue, and it looks like John Nash will be bailed out here at 7 minutes and 8 seconds, just taking game number 1. And while we wait for our second game to get started, as Dawn finishes out at a 7:41, a reminder to you all. Thank you all for your continued support of the Dr. Mario Speed channel and our Versus World Championship channel. We don't do this without your support, so really thank all of y'all. There's a lot of y'all watching. We really, really do appreciate it. We have a ready from both players, and off we go for our second game. John Nash looking to close this up and reach round 2. And John Nash off to a good start, getting himself a good double horizontal clear. Already down to 24 viruses. Dawn just trying to get some stuff set up, having to eat some drop time. He's shaking his head, which I would understand, but this... If you're going to get long drop time, it's better to get it early. Gives you a moment to survey the board, and the more viruses on the board, the more there is to look at to really see what your next moves can be, even with your next pill, or maybe just trying to roadmap something. But we're seeing here at the 30-second mark, it's a slight lead to John Nash, but Dawnvenure just trying to get something going here, as we're going to see not quite a bracket clear, just going to go for that minimal drop time. While that red garbage does drop down, you get another red clear for Dawnvenure. So Dawn not far out of this at all. Taking a look over at John Nash's board, down to 9 viruses here, making a nice little tuck play there just to minimize drop time. And I like this play as well. Going to go for the double, drop some garbage down. And that's just now a 3/4 of a second of drop time, which that could have been basically shaving half a second off. You're trying to just take any time saves where you can here. As we hit the 1.5-minute mark here. Dawn, 5 viruses to go, and has a pretty clean board himself here to try to get out of this. You would love to see that double, but he may have to just bite the bullet and go for this horizontal, or rather go for those yellows horizontally. John Nash out at about 100 seconds. And running into some trouble. He's got that bit of garbage on top of that blue in column 3. Meanwhile, Dawn just trying to get something going. The problem is when you have those blues right next to each other, it really makes trying to get out of that situation difficult. At the 2.5 minute mark, Dawn still riding 1 virus to go here. If you were a speed player, you would be throwing your console in the garbage right now. With how that RNG ended that 6, that's for sure. I know I'm frustrated for Dawn, as it's a 9 virus advantage here for John Nash, as he's going to get a nice tuck clear, getting a long clear vertically for that yellow, down to 14 viruses. Dawn having a good setup, a fat log just to clear some garbage off the board. I like that play a lot. And Dawn also trying to clear out that right side, it looks like, but also drilling down, making some good plays here, trying to minimize drop time where he can. Down to 18, but 9 viruses to go for John Nash. He's really using column 1 just as a garbage disposal right now, as he's trying to get that blue in column 2. Looks like he's trying to dedicate himself horizontally to it. Might be the reason why we're seeing just the RNG not cooperating, but it is 12 viruses to, it's 10 viruses to 4, as Dawn really just wanting to get something going on that right side. Same thing for John Nash, but a double red would be huge for him right here. It is all dependent on if he gets it or not. It doesn't look like he will, and he's decided to go for the topmost virus first. Don't know about that. Maybe he just didn't want to risk a misflip in that corner, but out at 3 minutes 50 seconds. Meanwhile, Dawnvenure down to 4 viruses here, and looks to have misaligned that yellow-red, or yellow-blue rather, as he's down to his final virus. He'll be out just above 4 minutes, and there he goes. And let's see, looks like John Nash trying to set up for a wombo combo. And he does get it. Nice little play there in space to sort of clear out that left side. 28 viruses to 31, as Dawnvenure off to a hot start here on level number 8. One more level after this for these two players. And we have yet to see a first round match this month go 2-1. So maybe this is the match. Meanwhile, Dawn's starting to get hammered by just a whole bunch of yellow-blue or yellow-red, and misplayed one of them. So really has his board muddled up here, and this has allowed John Nash here to open up a bit of a lead. Looks like 10 virus lead here for John Nash as he gets that horizontal double and then a horizontal vertical. Really just a machine right now trying to get out of this level 8. Meanwhile, Dawn really just looking to correct that misplay and then another misplay potentially. This is really, really rough if you're Dawn right now. When you get into a situation like this where you have those misplays, it hurts you. It hurts you right in the gut. And you really are just trying to not make more errors. When those cascade, that's when you get frustrated. I know this because this happens to me so much. John Nash out at a 5:37, and he's got 40 viruses between him and a 2-0 sweep of Dawnvenure. Dawn just getting just some really, really rough plays and outcomes. But we've seen a vast improvement from Dawnvenure, and we saw these two pretty much neck and neck here in this first game. Dawn trying to keep this competitive, so I still think that we will see Dawn take a first round matchup down the road here. We're about to see a big sweet tea though. Oh, Dawn didn't go for it. Must have been a misplay. And you could definitely see that that's not the outcome he was hoping for. But thankfully, he's got enough real estate around where he's playing here to where he can fix this. So he's just looking to get some red help and drop that blue. He could have had that double horizontal. I don't know if he saw it, but elected to not go for it, and now gets a double red surge. As he is still rocking through 8. Meanwhile, John Nash looking at his board, dealing with a staircase, and Dawnvenure has thrown in the towel, evidently. So John Nash still has to finish his run here, but it will be a DNF, and we will go off. We will get an estimated time based off of clear rate at the time Dawn threw in the towel. So rough going, but I understand that frustration personally. So no shame in that. But all John Nash needs to do here is finish. He can take his time. He may not be aware that Dawn dropped. Dawn now showing off an exhibition here, not playing without looking at the controller, and has now gone offline. So, but still give shout outs to Dawnvenure for a great valiant run there. We've got John Nash out at a 7:57. He will advance to round number 2.